Today then we're looking at making homemade orecchiette. You can find the recipe and all the measurements over on the blog page there. Starting off with your semolina flour and water, make a mound in the middle, pour in the water, a little bit of salt, and then with a fork just start to bring it all together, gradually moving in, incorporating the flour as you go. Orecchiette is a type of pasta, comes from Puglia in the south of Italy. It's named Orecchiette because it's said to look like little ears with its distinctive shape. That's basically why. So after you've brought it together, I find it easier to bring in a little dough scraper and just start to gradually make yourself a pliable dough. It's still quite damp at this stage, which is why you're using the plastic scraper, just to make that a little bit easier for you. Once you get it all starting to come together, you can really start to knead it then. So using the heel of your hand, you push down and through, with the other hand folding the dough over on itself. Each time you'll do this for realistically up to 5 minutes. I wouldn't do it for much longer than that, otherwise you're going to end up with a really overworked dough. And while you do need the elasticity in these orecchiette, it's not as essential as it would be for a bread or something along those lines. So there we are, it's all coming together now at super high speed, and that's your dough basically finished off. It's smooth, it's got a little bit of a shine to it, but it's also very pliable and easy to use. At this stage, all we're going to do is wrap that up and pop it in the fridge for an hour, or at least an hour. Once the dough has been rested, divide it into 4, or obviously if you've made a larger amount, divide it into as many as you want, and then you want to roll those pieces out into long sausage shapes. The idea here is you're aiming for a sausage of about 1 centimetre in diameter, so it'll give you the right sort of size when you get to the end. If you find, I'm just adding some water here, this is because the dough is just slipping a little bit on the board. What the water does, it just provides a little bit of traction and makes it a bit easier to roll out. So just move your hands along, slowly moving them out as you go to get a nice evenly shaped sausage. There we go. So once you've got the sausage, it's time to cut. This is a metal dough cutter, but you could use a knife or whatever you have to hand. You want to cut them into approximately centimetre pieces. So what you're essentially aiming for is a dice, more or less. It's the same size in depth as it is in width. And then this is the technique to shape them. Using a butter knife, you want to push down with the tip and almost spread it on the board as if you were spreading butter. Push down with the tip, spread it onto the board, and as it comes up, push your thumb through, and that gives you that distinctive ear shape. So showing you from a different angle here. Really simple, really simple. This was actually the first time I'd made orecchiette. I gave a practice run beforehand, but it really doesn't take long to get this technique. And once you've got it, you can smash out loads of them in a couple of minutes. And that's it, really simple. Go and visit the blog, have a look at this delicious, amazing recipe, and get all the measurements. Obviously like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Come and see us on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, but most importantly, come and have a read of the blog and let me know what you think. Thanks.